Baudolino by Umberto Eco. Baudolino is a historical novel set during the 12th century, blending historical events with fantastical elements. It follows the adventures of Baudolino, a young Italian peasant who becomes the adopted son of Emperor Frederick Barbarossa. The novel is narrated by Baudolino himself, recounting his life story to the Byzantine historian Niketas Choniates. Through a series of tales filled with wit and invention, Baudolino explores themes of history, legend, faith, and the power of storytelling. Let's deep dive into the book. The Adoption by Frederick Barbarossa. Baudolino, a clever and imaginative peasant boy, is adopted by Emperor Frederick Barbarossa after impressing him with his intelligence and wit. Frederick sees potential in Baudolino and brings him to his court, where he is educated and trained. This adoption marks the beginning of Baudolino's transformation from a simple peasant to a significant historical figure, intertwining his fate with that of the Holy Roman Empire. Baudolino's talents and lies. Baudolino quickly proves himself to be a master storyteller and a talented liar, traits that he uses to navigate the complexities of court life. His ability to invent stories and fabricate documents becomes a valuable asset to Frederick, who uses Baudolino's talents to manipulate political situations and influence key figures. Baudolino's skill in deception raises questions about the nature of truth and the role of narrative in shaping history. The quest for the Holy Grail. One of Baudolino's most ambitious undertakings is his quest for the Holy Grail. Inspired by his own fabricated stories, Baudolino sets out with a group of companions to find the legendary artifact. This quest takes them through various fantastical lands and encounters with mythical creatures, blending historical facts with elements of medieval legend and folklore. The Grail quest symbolizes the human pursuit of meaning and the allure of unattainable ideals. The Siege of Alexandria. Baudolino and his companions become involved in the historical siege of Alexandria, where their cunning and resourcefulness play a crucial role. They navigate the dangers of war and diplomacy, using their wits to survive and achieve their goals. This episode highlights the interplay between historical events and personal narratives, illustrating how individual actions can shape the course of history. The creation of Prester John. Baudolino fabricates the story of Prester John, a mythical Christian king ruling a utopian kingdom in the East. His fictional letters about Prester John captivate the imagination of Europe and influence political and religious leaders. This invention showcases Baudolino's ability to create powerful myths and explores the impact of fiction on reality. The legend of Prester John becomes a symbol of hope and aspiration for a better world. Baudolino's love for Hypatia. Throughout his adventures, Baudolino harbors a deep and unrequited love for Hypatia, a learned and beautiful woman. His feelings for her inspire many of his actions and stories, adding a layer of personal motivation to his larger quests. Hypatia represents the idealized woman and the unattainable, further emphasizing the themes of longing and aspiration in the novel. The Fall of Constantinople. As Baudolino narrates his story to Niketas Choniates, the fall of Constantinople to the Fourth Crusade looms in the background. The chaos and destruction of the city provide a stark contrast to Baudolino's fantastical adventures, grounding the narrative in historical reality. This event serves as a turning point, marking the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter in Baudolino's life. The unreliable narrator. Baudolino's narrative is characterized by its unreliability, as he freely admits to embellishing and fabricating events. His storytelling raises questions about the nature of truth and the reliability of historical accounts. The novel explores the idea that history is often shaped by those who tell it, and that fiction and reality are intricately intertwined. The search for identity. Throughout the novel, Baudolino grapples with questions of identity and purpose. His multiple roles as peasant, adopted son, courtier, and adventurer reflect his struggle to define himself in a world of shifting allegiances and uncertain truths. The novel delves into the complexities of selfhood and the ways in which individuals construct their identities through stories and actions. The power of storytelling. Baudolino ultimately celebrates the power of storytelling and the human capacity for imagination. Baudolino's tales, whether true or false, have a profound impact on those around him and on the course of history itself. The novel suggests that stories, regardless of their veracity, possess the ability to inspire, deceive, and transform, highlighting the enduring significance of narrative in human culture. Let's meet together the main characters of the book. Baudolino, the protagonist and narrator, is a clever and imaginative peasant boy who becomes the adopted son of Emperor Frederick Barbarossa. His talents for storytelling and deception drive the novel's plot and themes. Baudolino's character embodies the tension between truth and fiction, and his adventures reflect his quest for identity and meaning. Frederick Barbarossa, the Holy Roman Emperor, adopts Baudolino and brings him to his court. He sees potential in Baudolino's intelligence and wit, using him to navigate political complexities. Frederick's relationship with Baudolino illustrates the interplay between power and influence, as well as the impact of Baudolino's tales on historical events. Niketas Choniates, a Byzantine historian, serves as the listener to Baudolino's narrative. His interactions with Baudolino provide a framework for the story and highlight the theme of the unreliable narrator. Niketas's role underscores the importance of perspective and interpretation in understanding history. Hypatia, the object of Baudolino's unrequited love, is a learned and beautiful woman who inspires many of his actions and stories. Her character represents the idealized woman and the unattainable, adding a layer of personal motivation to Baudolino's quests. Hypatia's presence emphasizes themes of longing and aspiration. Baudolino's companions on his various quests, including the search for the Holy Grail, are a diverse group of characters who each contribute to the narrative. Their interactions and differing perspectives enrich the novel's exploration of themes such as loyalty, friendship, and the pursuit of ideals. Prester John, a mythical Christian king ruling a utopian kingdom in the East, is a fictional creation of Baudolino. The legend of Prester John captivates Europe and influences political and religious leaders, demonstrating the power of narrative. Prester John's character symbolizes hope and aspiration for a better world. Let's explore together the main themes and concepts of the book. The interplay of history and legend. The novel explores the intersection of history and legend, illustrating how myths and stories influence historical events and vice versa. Baudolino's fabricated tales, such as the legend of Prester John, become woven into the fabric of history, demonstrating the fluidity between fact and fiction. This theme highlights the role of narrative in shaping our understanding of the past. The nature of truth. Baudolino delves into the nature of truth and the concept of the unreliable narrator. Baudolino's admissions of lies and embellishments challenge the reader to question the veracity of historical accounts and the subjectivity of truth. The novel suggests that truth is often subjective and constructed, emphasizing the complexities of distinguishing reality from fiction. The quest for meaning. The novel's various quests, particularly the search for the Holy Grail, symbolize humanity's pursuit of meaning and purpose. Baudolino's adventures reflect the innate human desire to seek out ideals and aspirations, even when they are unattainable. This theme underscores the importance of the journey itself and the ways in which quests shape individuals and their perceptions of the world. The power of imagination. Baudolino's imaginative stories and fabrications highlight the transformative power of imagination. His ability to create compelling narratives influences those around him and impacts historical events. The novel celebrates creativity and the human capacity to envision and construct alternate realities, emphasizing the significant role of imagination in shaping history and culture. The complexity of identity. Baudolino's multifaceted identity and his struggle to define himself are central to the novel. His various roles and the fluidity of his self-conception reflect the complexities of identity formation. The theme explores how individuals construct their identities through their actions, relationships, and the stories they tell about themselves. Let's talk about the author. Umberto Eco was an Italian novelist, essayist, and scholar known for his works that blend historical events with philosophical and literary themes. His most famous novel, The Name of the Rose, combines a murder mystery with medieval history and semiotics. Eco's writing is characterized by its rich intellectual depth, intricate plots, and exploration of themes such as truth, knowledge, and the power of narrative. In addition to his novels, Eco wrote numerous essays on a wide range of subjects, including semiotics, philosophy, and culture. His contributions to literature and thought have left a lasting impact on contemporary intellectual discourse. Sincere thanks for watching. If you found this summary helpful, consider taking a moment to hit the subscribe button, like or share the video. If you have any feedbacks or book requests, make sure to leave a comment. Regardless, I wish you a great day.